Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spiritual Laws Diaries. Today it's going to be about the Law of Detachment, and it's been confusing me. But I've actually learned a lot, and we're going to be going deep about what it actually is to detach. It used to confuse me so much because how are you supposed to attract something if you're forgetting about it, not affirming it, not visualizing it, just letting go? Back then, it felt like such a contradiction because law of attraction is bringing awareness and then doing things to attract it. But it can become pretty detrimental for you when it becomes an obsession. I have realized on my journey that I became obsessed with things I was trying to bring into my life, trying to attract, manifest, and it was actually doing the opposite effect. What I would call the law of detachment now is law of detachment is reverse psychology. It works, but you have to reverse the method. When I was first learning about the laws in spirituality, energy, what I thought detachment was is just thinking about it and then forgetting it, not caring, being cold, pretending like you don't want it, pretending like it's actually not something you want. But that is not true. If I'm manifesting my dream body, should I just not care about getting it? But here's the difference. That is not really what detachment is about. Yes, you have to, like the law of attraction, you have to bring awareness. It is about connecting to the frequency. So no, it is not about not caring about it. You still care, but you're not going to obsess over it. What manifestation is telling me and teaching me about law of detachment and what it truly is, it's about forgetting the how and the when. It's about trusting what is meant for you will find you. Trust is the big word here. So it is not about thinking you don't want it. It's about trusting that it'll come to you. It'll find you. It will level up to your frequency. By doing this, you don't strangle the life of your desire by obsessing over it. Because the truth about this is it becomes a part of you that operates from a space of lack. You obsess about every single detail of your desire, how to get it, when you are going to achieve it, what plan can you make. All of these steps reaffirms the opposite, that you don't have it. When manifesting is about the belief that you already have it, that it already is a part of you, you already embody it. For example, imagine a plant. You plant a seed, you take care of it. That's your desire, and you try to attract it by planting the seed. But the next step is to trust the growth. Everything else, the sun, the soil, the minerals, all of that is needed, and you can't control all of these steps. You have to trust the plant will take the energy, grow, and give back all your efforts, right? So the first efforts was making it alive, make it exist, and that's the awareness part. And then trusting it and not obsessing. Is it gonna grow? Is it going to take form? Is it gonna actually appear? That is the attachment part. The trust is a detachment. I used to obsess, for example, over my acne, and I stopped manifesting about my acne so much. My acne is still persistent. I have hormonal acne, and my biggest issue was skin anxiety, and I would tell that to myself. My acne gives me skin anxiety, and every time I try to reaffirm I want clear skin, I don't want acne anymore, it just never came because I was so attached to a version of me that doesn't have acne that I actually felt like I'll never get it. Because what I saw in the mirror every day, I was obsessing over every single detail, obsessing over all the bumps, what's gonna happen if I don't treat it, what happens if I don't try to find some skincare. All of that proves that I have acne and that I feel like there's so many steps I need to take to actually get it out, when actually that just brings more anxiety, it brings more stress, and stress is another factor that gives pimples. It's another thing that gives more skin issues. That energy is not magnetic, it's obsessive, it's desperate. And your future self that embodies it is not desperate. In this case, when you're actually detaching, what you're telling yourself is, I know what I want. I've done the inner work. I trust the universe has my back. Trust, trust, trust. And I'm going to live my life fully while it unfolds. You're not going to spend days trying to find ways to get what you're manifesting. And that's what matters the most. You are not changing your routine just to try get something, because in reality that's not who your future self, who actually embodies it, does. You stay open instead of tunnel visioned, because if you say tunnel visioned, you're also closing doors for bigger things that you can actually attract. So overall, that's what the law of detachment has been teaching me, and that's why I actually stopped having skin anxiety. I just let my skin, I know that skin cannot always just be clear and perfect. That's a truth I had to learn. And yeah, so when you're actually obsessing over something that is very hard to get, sometimes it's not about getting the perfect end result. It's also about accepting the reality of it. It's about accepting that what you're doing sometimes can make it worse. And it's just about being healthier. It's about actually enjoying who you are. And that's why I also had to learn about trusting the timing. When you trust timing, you start trusting yourself, trusting you're going to get whatever you're manifesting. You're trusting that you have the ability of attracting it. Because when you start obsessing, you don't believe in yourself and you doubt every single thing you do. And I've accepted that the universe sometimes has bigger plans, and accepting that I need to keep my doors open, because if I start obsessing, tunnel visioning, I'm closing everything, that all the opportunities that are around me. If you're on this journey too, it is a hard thing to learn, but it is reverse psychology. It works because it counterbalances the imbalance of attachment.